Love. It's everywhere and is often described as complicated due to the different contexts and intensities one can experience it within. However, an American psychologist named Robert Sternberg thought he could divide every kind of love into 8 categories, which is now known as Sternberg's triangular theory of love. Even with only 8 kinds, love can still be confusing to understand, which is why I'll be using help from some Disney movies to explain each kind. Sternberg's theory begins with a triangle that illustrates 3 core components: intimacy, passion, and commitment. Intimacy refers to the connection 2 people share by knowing one another. Passion refers to the physical attraction and romantic feelings they share, and commitment refers to the long-term decisions 2 people make to stay together. Sternberg's first kind of love includes none of these factors, conveniently known as non-love. The second kind of love contains intimacy alone. This is known as liking, when 2 people are close and connected. An example of this relationship is Ariel and Sebastian in The Little Mermaid. The 2 characters know one another and enjoy each other's company, but they don't have a commitment to one another or share any romantic feelings. The third kind of love only contains passion, which is known as infatuation. A couple with this form of love is physically attracted to one another, but don't share a deep connection or long-term goals of staying together. Aladdin and Jasmine, in the beginning of Aladdin, demonstrate this love since they were ready to kiss within the same day as meeting, but they didn't have any intimacy or commitment to one another at that time. The fourth kind of love has only commitment. This is known as empty love, when 2 people are committed to one another but do not share any passion or intimacy. An example of this love is Belle and the Beast at the beginning of Beauty and the Beast. Belle agreed to stay in the castle with the Beast, which demonstrates commitment in their relationship, but the 2 do not know each other at that point, nor do they share any romantic feelings. But what happens when relationships involve more than one of the core components of love? The 5th kind of love involves both intimacy and passion, which is known as romantic love. This kind requires 2 people to share physical attraction as well as a close bond that comes from knowing each other deeply. In the end of the movie Frozen, Anna and Kristoff are seen demonstrating their romantic emotions after they spend some time getting to know each other. However, since the movie ends without them getting engaged or entering a formal relationship, it can only be classified as romantic love. When intimacy and commitment are combined, it is known as companionate love. This is the 6th kind of love and involves 2 connected people that have long-term plans to remain together, despite them no longer sharing any physical attraction. An example of this love is the old couple from Up, Carl and Ellie. While their love included passion in the past, it is no longer present. However, that doesn't take away from the beautiful love that they do share. The 7th kind of love involves both commitment and passion, which is known as fatuous love. In this kind of relationship, a couple that shares romantic feelings makes a long-term decision to stay together, despite them not knowing each other well or sharing a deep connection. An example of this kind of love is Cinderella and Prince Charming. After only spending one night dancing together, they make the long-term decision to get married. Another example of this kind of love is the same for a couple who gets a ring by spring. And finally, the 8th kind, the ultimate form of love, when the 3 core components of intimacy, passion, and commitment come together. It's known as consummate love. This kind of love is shared between a couple that knows each other deeply, share physical attraction to one another, and have made a decision to maintain their love. An example of this love is Simba and Nala from The Lion King, who have known each other for years, obviously share romantic feelings, and have chosen to stay together to live their happily ever after forever. And there you have it. Those are the 8 forms of love according to Sternberg's triangular theory of love.